Dominican Steel here. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream if you're watching me on Twitch. And in today's video, or if you are watching me on Twitch and you clicked on this stream, I'm going to be talking about Armor 2.0. Oh man, drink some water before we start this rant. Got the Mio in the water. There we go. Let's begin. So, Armor 2.0 is very, very overrated. It is extremely overrated to the point where Bungie themselves, they don't even know what they're doing. And so, if Bungie doesn't know what they're doing, alright, how can we know what we're doing when we're looking for a nice setup to be going off of? Okay, so if we were to start this off, we have just regular armor right now. Let's see. Obviously, the armor is 2.0. We can look at it. I don't have any perks slotted into this armor at the moment. And it does have the Vex head, so we know this is 2.0, and the elemental energy that is right next to the defense. So mobility +2, resilience +13, recovery +14, yada yada. We already know the deal. Alright, our total armor value that's not defense at the bottom, so it was 54. Now, this brings a burning rage in my idea of armor farming, and everyone else's idea is probably a little bit different than mine. Everyone expects different things when we're playing the same game. Now the total value is 54. You know, we'll look at this one, 63, and they'll always be different. Now that's totally fine, that's cool with me, alright. I don't mind that, because that is the way it should be. The only problem is that they decided to add intellect, discipline, and strength on top of the already recovery, agility, and resilience. So they're adding all of this onto the armor, making it much more difficult to pretty much farm for armor that you want. Now, I know this sounds like a, third world problem, but it's not. This affects everyone in their journey, obviously, of becoming a guardian. Well, you already are a guardian if you're playing the game, but I should say, rather, just getting to end game and having that that little stability, the little, oh, I just built a discipline and recovery build if you're a warlock. You want to throw a lot of grenades and you want to be able to regain your health back as quick as possible. After all, that's originally what warlocks were meant to do, have the most recovery and spam grenades. Now, this is fine if you want to try and go for that kind of playstyle. No one's stopping you. But the problem lies within the armor once again. Armor 2.0, people have been misdirecting and not really saying anything about it, keeping it on the hush, and not really giving the true idea. And when asked on Bungie's part, Bungie simply just put it as, we're not worrying about that at the moment. Alright, and that's a little disheartening, because what do you mean you're not worrying about it? That's probably one of the newest things you added into the game, and it feels like you just half-assed it. I mean, honestly, it just feels like you didn't really put that much thinking into this armor. Instead, you just went with the flow. You just did what you were told or asked of, and did not look at it in the right light, the right point of view. My point here is to try and get across, at least to Bungie, and if not, everyone watching this video, as in the entire Destiny community, whoever stumbles across this, of course, is the fact that Bungie, they really need to step up their game when it comes to this. This cannot be overlooked because I can't have a full build on resilience. I'm a Titan right now. I'm using my Titan. I like playing as my Titan. Titans used to have the most armor in the game. Of course, they're pretty much the knight class of the game. And strength is definitely one of the main ingredients of being a Titan. So I just don't understand why I can't build a build across strength and resilience. Those are the two main ingredients of being a Titan, and I can't even do that because the first mod in the armor slot, well, first of all, the first armor mod in this armor slot is a different mod than the next 3 slots in the armor. Now, don't know whether this was intended, like actually intended to the point where they're just like, oh yeah, this is how we want it to be, or is this just like, well, let's just slap in this one armor mod because that's how it used to be, just one armor mod, and then we'll add in the extra perks because armor doesn't come with perks anymore. Which, if that's true, it's fine, but I mean, at least be able to, for the next, at least 2 armor slots, be able to put in intellect or discipline or recovery or resilience or agility or intellect, you know, any of these 6, now 6, previously 3, 6 perks being built in. And quickly what I mean to say visually so everyone understands and we're on the same page here. Alright, just to load, console's slow. So, Crest of Alphalupi, you know, we have all 6, it's going to total us to 53. This is the random drop crest, so this has a different total than our total in our collections. So, once we look, this to load again, once we look, let's go into this armor. So, we have energy we can spend, some glimmer and legendary shards on, and we'll look at all the perks that we have unlocked. This is a step in the right direction. Okay, so I want to have a strength build, so let's put a strength mod on. It doesn't cost much. It's gonna take a 3 energy, but now what? Now, what if I want to put on resilience with my strength? Once again, what makes the Titan? Resilience and strength. Now, I can't put it on here. I can't put it on here, and I can't put it on here. Even if I had the energy to, it would only require 3 more energy. I can't place it anywhere. That's just not fair. Soldier, these shoulders hold up so much they won't budge. I never fall or fold up. I'm a soldier. These shoulders hold up so much they won't budge. I never fall or fold up.